All right, this is Haverdasher. Haverdasher is kind of unique because there's only 9 enemies in the quest. So the only way we can get any Reaper experience for this quest is if we happen to get a Reaper, which on R1 probably will not happen more commonly than it will happen. So I'm only going to run this one time instead of twice because the odds of getting no zero Reaper XP is kind of high. And instead of doing one skull, I'm going to go ahead and kick it up to 3 skull just to show you a little bit of a difference, but also 3 skull instead of 1 skull because I want to increase my chance of a Reaper. This is the one time I want to see a Reaper because it's the only way I can get RXP. And if I die because it's too hard and have to restart, that's fine. We could always just run it on Elite if that happens, or try it on R1 and hope we get lucky and get a Reaper. But this should maybe double or even triple my chances of getting a Reaper. And it's the one time I'd like to see one so that we get that 10th enemy and get the full Reaper XP. All right, standard buff supply here. The other thing we have going for this is that these enemies do um, they do piercing damage, and we're effectively taking 6 less. So um, that's going to be to our advantage too. So again, this is Reaper 3. You won't notice too much of a difference. The enemies are going to hit harder. Um, Self-healing debuffs are going to be a bigger problem. So if Area starts to get low on hit points, I'm going to heal him. He can't really effectively heal himself at this skull level. So, and you can see, I mean, this is fine. I mean, if we were running in a group, I'd probably be running R4. We could probably run R4, R5, no problem in a group. Probably even, I think R6 is sort of the standard. I mean, some groups will run R4 because they don't have the new Reapers in it. A lot of other groups will run R5, R6 because they don't have the hardest of the new Reapers in it. All right, so unfortunately, the bad news is no Reaper. We get a small chance when these guys die. Um, Something could spawn, but we're probably not going to get any Reaper XP. And this is precisely where we're not going to rerun it. And you can see you get no Reaper XP here. We had 9 kills, you need 10, and so even upping it to 3 skull wasn't enough to wasn't enough to give us the enemy. Now, um, but I think it did kind of show everybody that this build is capable of handling R3 solo. We wouldn't have got much more RXP for it anyways, probably an extra 20 or 30, so that's why I don't bother with it at this low level. Uh, but if you're running in a party, yeah, they're just going to breeze through. Uh, the quests do get easier with more people, and so a party is going to breeze through typically on R4 is probably pretty common at these low levels. R5, R6, that type of thing, and so um, if you want to join a party, I would not even. So this is interesting. Spell saves. Um, I've been only looking for. I've only been looking for items that had fortification on it, but this gives us +2 to saves versus spells. And most of the things that, I mean, not necessarily traps, but most of the things that we're worried about in terms of saves are spells. So I'm going to go ahead and grab this item. We're done with this one now. We're not going to repeat it or do it as for our dailies because of the fact that it only has 9 enemies in it, and we have to get lucky and get a. All right, what was this one that I? Strength 3, Constitution 3. We don't need that because we have a better belt, 3 and 4, and here we have 3 and 3. I am going to keep this though. It's a level 3 item, and we might run our Reapers lower next time, so I'll keep this for next life. Put and drop this in the bank, or not the bank, our banking alt character that we have. All right. These solo quests are not available on Reaper, so that's it. And we're gonna for this one, and I'll have another video for the next quest.